Why we laugh. Every human does it, rich or poor, young or old, no matter where you were born, what language you speak, or what culture you belong to. You laugh. Sometimes you laugh so hard that your stomach hurts. Sometimes a single joke can completely change your mood. And sometimes, you start laughing for no reason at all. But here's the strange part. Nobody actually needs laughter to survive. You can live without jokes. You can live without comedy. You can live without funny videos. Yet humans spend enormous amounts of time laughing. Entire careers exist because people can make other people laugh. So why? Why do humans laugh? And why is it that a simple sound coming from another person's mouth can instantly make us want to do the same? The answer begins long before comedy clubs existed, long before movies, long before television, long before the first joke was ever told. To understand laughter, we need to travel back hundreds of thousands of years, back to a world where survival was uncertain. Early humans lived in small groups. Predators were everywhere. Food was never guaranteed. Danger could appear at any moment. And in a world like that, the human brain developed a very important habit. It constantly searched for threats. Every strange sound, every movement in the bushes, every unexpected event could mean danger. But this creates a problem. Imagine walking through a forest. You hear something move behind you. Your heart starts racing. Your muscles tense. Your brain prepares for the worst. Then you turn around and realize it's just your friend, not a predator, not a threat, just a false alarm. The danger disappears. And suddenly, you laugh. That may sound familiar, because humans still do this today. Someone hides behind a door and jumps out. You get scared. Then you realize you're safe, and you laugh. Why? Because laughter may have originally evolved as a signal, a message that says, everything is okay. Researchers have noticed something interesting. Many situations that trigger laughter follow the same pattern. Confusion, surprise, relief, something seems wrong, then you realize it isn't. The brain experiences a tiny burst of relief, and laughter follows, but that is only part of the story. Because humans don't just laugh when they're relieved, we laugh together, and that's where things become really interesting. Imagine sitting around a campfire 50,000 years ago, a group of people sharing food after a successful hunt. One person makes a strange face, another imitates it. A few people start laughing. Soon the entire group joins in. Nothing useful has been created, no food appears, no shelter is built, and yet something valuable has happened. The group has become closer. Scientists have discovered that laughter is surprisingly social. People laugh far more often when they are around others than when they are alone. In fact, most laughter isn't caused by jokes at all. It's caused by ordinary conversations, simple interactions, shared experiences. Laughter acts like social glue. It tells others, I understand you, I trust you, I belong here. And that may explain why laughter is contagious. When somebody nearby starts laughing, your brain immediately pays attention. Even if you don't know what is funny, even if you weren't part of the conversation, you still feel the urge to laugh. The sound itself spreads through groups almost like a virus, because for most of human history, being accepted by your group mattered a lot. Humans survived because they cooperated. Being part of a group increased your chances of finding food, avoiding predators, raising children, and staying alive. Anything that strengthened social bonds became extremely valuable. Laughter was one of those things. But there is another mystery. Why do we find certain things funny? Why is a joke funny? Why is slipping on a banana peel funny? Why are unexpected punchlines funny? The answer seems to involve prediction. Your brain is constantly trying to predict what happens next. Every second, every conversation, every story, the brain creates expectations. Humor often works by breaking those expectations. A joke leads your mind in one direction, then suddenly pulls it somewhere else. For a brief moment, your brain experiences surprise. Not danger, not confusion, just harmless surprise. And that combination creates humor. In a way, laughter may be the sound of the brain realizing it was wrong, but wrong in a safe way, and perhaps that's why children laugh more than adults. Everything is new, everything is unexpected, their brains encounter surprises constantly, which means they encounter more opportunities to laugh. Yet, even after growing up, laughter never disappears, because it serves too many purposes. It reduces stress, strengthens friendships, builds trust, creates memories, and reminds us that we are not alone. Today, laughter fills our lives. In conversations, movies, memes, classrooms, families, friendships, and even among complete strangers. A simple sound, recognized in every culture on Earth. But maybe the strangest thing about laughter is this. The reason it exists may have nothing to do with comedy. It may have started as a signal, a way of saying, the danger is gone. We are safe, we are together. And over thousands of generations, that simple signal became one of the most recognizable sounds humanity has ever created. So the next time you laugh at a joke, remember, you may be participating in an ancient behavior that helped humans survive long before anyone knew what a joke was.